Thank you, Katy Perry. What is up, Mr. A? What is up, we? I thought I would just go live because I really something came to my attention and it really pisses me off, and I am just trying to maintain my anger, set on it for a couple days. For real. For real. I mean, you got to watch your back everywhere. Every freaking where. What is up, we? What time is it there, we? What time is it where you're at, Mr. A? Where? What time is it there? For real. Brandy Neal actually tagged me. Oh, 527. Well, good afternoon. Good late evening time, we. For real. Okay, Brandy had tagged me in a live that Purple Phoenix did. I'm not going to play the whole live. I'm just going to. This is crazy. Hold on, that should have. Why didn't it come up for me? Hang on a minute. Okay, so there's some crazy stuff going on right now, right? Why you still haven't changed your name? You need to change your name, little girl. For real. If you want somebody to call you that, you're at the wrong channel, ma'am. I've told you that before. Are you the baby? Are you her new baby, little girl? Is that what it is? For real. Now, I don't care. If you want to go by that name, you go right on ahead. You do it, girl. It's up to you. Totally up to you. I'm just messing with you. Okay, so this is from the city of Fruitland Police. And the Fruitland Police Department is investigating a vandalism and theft incident that occurred on March 16th, 2026 at approximately 1:30 p.m. in the 700 block of Whitley Court in Fruitland, Idaho. The suspect is described as a female with sandy blonde hair wearing black pants and a red coat. She was observed removing signs and banners related to the Michael Vaughn case and damaging another sign before leaving the area westbound on Southwest 8th Street. The suspect was seen driving what appears to be a white GMC Acadia. The Fruitland Police Department appreciate the assistance of community members who have already provided information regarding this incident. Anyone with additional information or possible video footage that may help identify the female suspect or the pictured vehicle is encouraged to contact the Fruitland Police Department at 208 452 3001. They do have let me see, because they've got a picture of the truck somewhere in this live. I seen it. Lord Jesus, what is up? What is wrong with people? I mean, I hope they find her. We'll just flip through and see what we got. So yes, they are. Why? What is going on? There's the picture of the vehicle right there. Wow, that is crazy. Why would somebody do that? Now, I don't know if that's the vehicle or just a picture of what they are considering the vehicle. There, that's on Brandy's right there. This is on, I believe, Brandy's Facebook. Why would somebody do that? So it looks like she's stopping in areas that she shouldn't be stopping at anyway. That is so horrible. That is horrible. I remember when Eve Hickman Gorley said that her daughter seen people tearing down flyers of Summer Wells missing. Why do people do that? That makes no sense, right? I guess what I would want to know is if, she could possibly be related to the Wanderers or related to the other two suspects. For sure. Hey, Mustang Granny. For sure. Yeah, I was kind of really pissed off earlier. Situation, I'm not sure how I'm going to handle it, or even if I'm going to handle it. No, I don't know. I wouldn't think that anybody that is a person of interest in that case would do something like that, because that's going to make them look at even worse than they already do. Right? For sure. Make them look a way lot worse than they already do. All right, let me pull my chat up here. Let me get to my chat pulled up. I don't have it put up. Lord help us. They haven't arrested now, Sarah Wanderer, I believe, still in jail. Stacy Wanderer, we definitely know, is in jail, but the other two have not been arrested yet. And I wonder why, because we know that they were with Sarah Wanderer. Brandon admitted to that. But I don't know the exact area where the flyers were located. It was so cute earlier. I was feeding the outside cats, and I looked out the front door, and there was a little squirrel, and he was eating that food like he had never ate before. And I was like, you go, boy, you eat all you want. For sure. For sure, for sure. I have a problem with hearing things, hearing things that have been said about me. I just let so much of it go. It's just a headache to, it's a freaking headache for me. But it's the same person's name keeps being brought up, and has been for a couple of years now, and I just kept letting it go. I never heard anything on YouTube, publicly, basically on YouTube, but it's through Discords and emails and stuff like that. So, since I first heard about it, I just kind of let it go. But now I'm kind of scratching my head and thinking, wow, right? Wow, wow, wow. So I was like, well, I was really mad and I thought I would go live just to relax a little bit. And, it definitely will get figured out. I can fucking tell you that right now. Right now. Okay, look at this chick. Look at this chick. Okay. So this piece of crap, they say she dragged her young child around Walmart using a backpack leash before slamming him into a shopping cart multiple times, not knocking him unconscious while people watched. Why didn't they stop her? It is a Bucks County mother, and she is charged with doing that for sure. She's a Bristol Township woman, is facing multiple felony charges after police allege she slammed her son into a shopping cart, resulting in serious head injury. They allege that they responded to Walmart in Levittown Parkway after a caller reported a woman screaming profanities at two small children and dragging one around the floor by a backpack leash. The witness told law enforcement that the boy that was being dragged was hysterically crying. That is in the affidavit, probable cause affidavit. Another shopper asked the mother, whose name is Samantha Fletcher, 28, if she needed help with the boy. And Samantha Fletcher says something along the lines of, if you think you can, or something. Well, the witness picked up the boy, allegedly, and he immediately went into her arms, rested his head on her shoulder, and briefly stopped crying. The witness also alleged that she slammed the boy in and out of a shopping cart at least 5 times. One of those times, the boy hit his head and shortly after lost consciousness. When police located Fletcher in the store, a female child was asleep in the shopping cart, and the male child was in her arms, unconscious, they say. What is wrong with her? Medics responded to the store, but they were unable to awaken the child, who had a large bruise on his forehead. They rushed the boy to St. Mary Medical Center, where a CT scan found the boy had a serious concussion. Child Protective Services was called. The children were transported to the house of their father. Wow. She was arraigned on 3 felony counts of aggravated assault and related misdemeanor charges. $100,000 bail. As of the 16th, she had no legal representation. That is freaking... Why would you do that? Why did the witness give the boy back? I don't know. Maybe it's a thing. I do not know. I cannot answer that. Okay, so let's see. This is crazy. Google Walmart and children. Mom says this was on December 13th. This was back in 2022. Mom says man put her child in his Walmart cart. He would have got a good ass whooping from me, I'll tell you that right now. This was 4 days ago. Let's see what this one is. Okay, hold on. Well, that's not in English. Woman verbally abuses 4-year-old child after being criticized for neglecting a shopping cart. What? That's crazy. Crazy, crazy. I don't know. A lot of weird stuff going on in the freaking world. For sure. Well, at least the children had a father that they could release them to, right? Let me check this out. Hold on. Okay, this is Chinese. I cannot speaketh that language. No offense to them, but at all. Let's see what else we got. Yes, that is a big thing right now about this Samantha Fletcher, 28. Yep. A little crazy. There's all kinds of things goes on at Walmart. A woman left her kid in the shopping cart and just took off and left. For sure. What is up with Walmart? People do weird shit in Walmart. A week ago, a mom was arrested after leaving 3 kids alone to go shopping. Wow, that's crazy. That is nuts. We'll listen to this one. She in trouble. Hang on, let me get it set up here. All right, this is a different case. This is Atlanta. Hold on, I'll share it with you. Well, Walmart is a really big thing in the United States. There's Walmarts everywhere. Everywhere.
Mother was arrested after leaving her 3 young children in the car while she shopped. It happened Monday outside Town Center Mall. Fox News Denise Dillon is live in Cobb County tonight.
Oh, in the car.
To the man who was there and first saw the children.
Yeah, he told me that he wasn't even planning to be at the mall Monday. He believes that God put him here for a reason, to make sure those 3 young children were safe.
That happens all the freaking time. Parents leaving kids in the car. Throughout the summer, it's horrible. They tend to leave them in the car. It's very hot. Or the middle of winter when it's freezing cold outside, right? A lot of children lose their lives that way.
Hey, you kid by himself, y'all.
Local DJ Webb, had been recording on his phone when he noticed a couple of young boys alone in a car and a little girl walking in the parking lot of Town Center Mall.
Yep.
No adults in sight.
You can't walk in the street. Little mama, where you going? You can't walk in the street. Go get back in the car. Get back in the car when your parents come in.
He went back to the car to get the boys' attention.
Your sister walking away.
One boy got out, found his little sister sitting on the curb crying, and carried her back to the car.
He picked her up, took her back to the car. He said, I'm babysitting.
DJ Webb says he was worried about the kids and called 911.
I had to do something, so I didn't know how long they were going to be there. Did someone take the parent? Did the parent just abandon these kids?
Call police rushed over. They talked to the children, ages 2, 5, and 7. And based on the number of YouTube videos the boys said they had watched while in the car, police determined they had been alone for a little more than an hour.
A little more than an hour. Left them in the car watching YouTube videos. And the little girl just gets out of the car and decides she's going to do her own thing, right? I don't think that a child that young should be responsible for younger siblings. 7 years old is not an appropriate age to leave any child with a child of that age to go shopping or be left at home or anything like that. It's pretty messed up. Pretty messed up. Craziness. Oh, did you guys hear about Justin Timberlake? Oh, man. Okay. Justin got pulled over for, hey, Miss Justice, what the heck are you doing? Hadn't seen you for a while. So Justin Timberlake got pulled over for a DWI, driving while intoxicated. Now, he was allegedly following individuals home, right? And he was like, I'm Justin Timberlake. And law enforcement was like, what is that supposed to mean? What does that mean? And he's like, there goes my US tour or something like that. And they're like, what does that mean? Now, I don't know why Justin wanted to make a big deal out of this being released, right? Entitlement factor, yes. Yeah, there's many. Hey, we can go back and pull up these, actors and musicians and stuff, and they're like, don't you know who I am? Don't you know who I am? And law enforcement's like, no, I don't know who you are. You broke the law. But don't you know who I am? Right? For sure. For sure. I don't know. I guess he was getting ready to start a tour or something, right? I mean, we'll check it out. I told you guys I had that commercial where he was, him and his bandmates were going to, I don't know if I can find that. Let me see if I can find that real quick. Because I know it is in my watch later list. My watch later. I just hadn't watched it for a long time. Where is it? Oh, maybe I'm not going to find it that way. Where the fuck was it? I don't think I'm going to find it that way. Let's try it this way. In sync. Does it's in one of those I'll find it, dang it. Here we go. Golly gee, remain confounded. Hold on, let me make sure it's the right. Yes, it is. Oh my gosh. All right. Justin did not follow his own advice. This is a channel, I will share the link, called Super Bowl Sammy. This was a Super Bowl halftime commercial like years ago. Years ago. There's Super Bowl Sammy's link. Okay, you guys, are you ready for this? I knew I had it somewhere. All right, hold on to your hats.
Hey, how's it going? We're in sync.
You know, the group in sync.
No.
We're just going door to door to say thanks.
Yeah, for talking to your kids about drinking. You see, even with all our success, you're still a bigger influence on your kids than we are.
Oh,
Who was that?
Just some guys, Lance, Joey, something about a sink.
Budweiser. That was made by Budweiser. He's elite in his own brain. I was never a Justin fan, I guess. You know, I didn't care if he had back or not, right? Didn't he do the song Baby Got Back or some shit like that? He thought he was just the coolest guy in the world. He did. I bet a lot of people didn't know that commercial was out there. Remain Calm did. I played it when I talked about when he first got his DWI, driving while under the influence, right? So, anywho, it was like he didn't want this released. He goes through, he does these little, they do all of the sobriety test on him, and then they talk to him at the police station. So I don't know exactly what all he says, but yep. He did not take their advice. They call him Justin Trouser Snake. Does he mess around on Jessica? Do you remember who he was with when he got with Jessica Biel? Darn it, what was her name? Her name was Cameron Diaz. She did the Charlie's Angels movies. And he was with her. And this is just what I heard, hearsay. But Jessica Biel was like, you're my man now. Right? Cameron Diaz, yeah, he was with Cameron Diaz. So, all right, let's hear what he's got to say, you guys. Let me speed it up a little bit. We're speeding you up, Justin.
You're veering off to the left, and then you're not stopping at the stop signs.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Is this your vehicle? Whose vehicle is it?
It's just a rental.
It's a rental? Okay. Do you have any registration with it? Do you know if they can put it in the glove box?
Let me check.
Get that registration
How
out.
long are you renting it for?
Just for a couple of days.
What are you visiting?
Yeah, I'm on tour.
What are you doing?
I'm on the world tour.
I'm on a world tour. Sir, what are you doing? I'm in town for a couple days. I'm on a world tour. So, did he have a concert there? Huh.
A what?
A world tour.
Doing what?
Hard to explain.
What do you mean it's hard to fucking explain, Justin? How is it hard to explain that you're on a world tour because you are a musician? Why didn't you just say that? Maybe he should have called me. I should have been his one phone call. Justin, all you had to do was call me. A world tour, ma'am. He's like, and what do you do? It's hard to explain.
A world tour. I'm Justin Timberlake.
I'm Justin Timberlake. The dude doesn't know you, Justin.
What's your name?
Justin Timberlake.
You are Justin Timberlake?
Yeah.
Do you have a license with you?
Yeah, I do.
And then when we do this, just like you're doing right now, arms, feet together, arms by your side. You're doing it just now. I'm just going to re-explain it before we continue, okay? Arms by your side, feet together, and then you're going to keep your head straight and just keep your head straight. Only follow with your eyes, okay?
Okay.
You understand that? All right.
Yes, sir.
I mean, he's very respectable.
We're almost there. Everything's gonna be okay.
There's Justin. Hey, Justin. The popo don't care who you are. No, they don't. They don't. Now, me, well, the only thing I would ever get pulled over for is probably if they're going to give me a ticket for something. I haven't been pulled over by law enforcement for years. Years. Last time I got a ticket was probably 30 years ago, and I was going through a little town. They pulled me over, said I was going too fast, and absolutely did not argue, just took the ticket and paid the fine. I did. Okay, wait, is this a commercial? Hold on, this is a commercial. I am commentating and giving my opinion. That is what I do. For sure.
Okay, so left foot on the line. Left foot on the line first. And then you're going to put your right foot in front of your left, stay just like that. Okay? You're going to heel to toe like this. Heel to toe. Up. Put your left foot on the line. Yep. You're going to have your right foot in front of your left, heel to toe.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to put our left foot on the line first. Put your right foot in front of your left, heel to toe.
Well, this is how we are over here in the United States. If you are in a vehicle with somebody that got pulled over, you, ma'am, rightfully can say that you also got pulled over. For real. Justin, why do you put that in there like, thank you for giving me permission, Justin, to have you on panel. Justin, I don't understand. You got a ticket in 95 for speeding? You kept saying I'm Mustang Granny. Who are you? I am Mustang Granny. You can't give me a ticket because I'm Mustang Granny. That is so funny. What do you mean, yes, Justin? Justin, you are something else. You really are. And no, Justin, not today. What do you want to talk about, Justin? All right, I'll let you up for 1 second because you always make me feel bad about it, Justin. I'll pin the link. Hold on, Justin. I'm going to pin the link. Anybody that wants to come up and talk, feel free to do so, but you know that ain't going to happen. All right, Justin, hold on. Hold on, Justin. What do you got to tell me come up here and tell me what you want to talk about, Justin. I'm waiting on you, Justin. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Jeopardy will make you dumb. That's the way the song used to go. You guys remember the McDonald's song? What may I do for you, Justin?
It's been a long time since I've been up here, though.
I bet it's been a long time since you rock and rolled too, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh well, you were just up here, Justin. You were just up here like a couple days ago.
Yeah, I understand.
Do you miss me that much?
Yes.
Oh, that's so sweet of you. But I know you're not telling the truth, so
Yeah,
you don't
I do
have
miss
to.
you.
You don't have to fib about it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Justin. What would you like to talk about? What you're watching on TV?
Yeah.
What are you watching on TV, Justin?
This guy's talking about like Six Flags.
Oh, have you been to an amusement park?
Yep.
Where'd you go?
I've been to Six Flags before.
Ooh. Did you
Yeah.
have fun?
Yep.
Did you spend a lot of money?
Yeah, kind
Yeah.
of.
Yeah, kind of. It costs a little pretty penny to go to those places.
Yep.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Justin. It was great having you up here.
All right.
You have a good day.
Okay.
All right,
Thank
later. All right, Justin made his appearance. Here, Justin, I'll give you a loud clap. Hold on. We will give you a real clap, Justin. Let me find it. Here we go. Ooh, I have a fountain now, too. Listen. It sounds like somebody pissing. We'll use that as the piss sound. That's what Justin Timberlake sounded like when he went to the bathroom at the police station. Yep, he did. All that stuff he had in his system coming out. Lord, Justin. Maybe you should have went before you left. You need to pee now? That's so funny. That is so funny. The thing that gets me is, like, how much is this going to ruin his reputation? I mean, why would he not want people to see this? That is not the way the media works. That is not how it works.
And you can stay just like that, okay? Okay. So
Well,
this
you
can be
mean
series of
stay
small-
like, hey, Ossifer, I couldn't have done that either. All right. Don't tell me to pick my leg up and only stand on one leg. Well, I probably could do it, but not for a long time, for real. It's not going to affect him at all. Not at all. People are just going to be like, all right, Justin had a stupid moment, right?
9 heel-to-toe steps. I will demonstrate this like you're doing right now, like this. 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 9, followed by a series of small steps around.
I think the law enforcement officers should have to do it first. All the way up to 9. Not just go 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah, you do it up till 9. Just so we can see if they can do it or not.
1, 2, 3, all the way up to 9 back. This is going to be heel to toe, so you're going to be clicking your heels as you're going. Arms wide.
Justin, you're a dancer. You should be able to do this.
Side. While you're doing this, you're gonna look
Guys.
down at your toes.
Guys, I'm just following.
Justin's like, fuck this. Fuck this. I don't want to do that. It's stupid. I am on a world tour. I get my exercises in. I have to dance for my girls, right? He's got women that just fall at his feet. They do. I don't get it, but he's got women that fall at his feet.
My friend's back to my house. I'm not.
Miss Justice, I don't even do the alphabet backwards. I mean, for real. He's thinking he's above it all. I think he's thinking I'm in fucking trouble and let me get through this as quickly as possible. I think that's what he's thinking.
Like, I'm not doing anything. I'm just following my friends back to my house.
Will you do these tests?
Sure. And then just walk.
Justin! He knew he couldn't do it. He knowed it.
I'm sorry.
Here, ready? You ready?
I'm a little nervous.
Left, right foot in front. You're gonna look down. Ready? 1, 2,
Okay.
3,
Got you.
4. Like that,
So
okay? Hang on. Let him tell you when to go.
I have a question. I wonder how many times since even when Justin was young that he got pulled over by law enforcement and they knew who he was and they were like, you go on, son, okay? Just don't do it again. I bet he's around a lot of yes people, right? You can kind of always tell if somebody's around a yes person. For sure.
Here we go. You got time to start, okay?
Sorry.
No, you're good. Don't worry about it.
Sorry.
No, I want to make sure. We want to make sure you do this right.
Right foot in front of your left.
Is this my line?
Perfect, yep.
Whichever line you make, that's the line you're gonna walk.
1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000.
No, Justin. Quit asking questions. Just do it. No, just do it 9 times. Heel, toe, heel, toe.
Remember, just continue. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Right, gotcha.
Sorry. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000.
Justin, what are you doing? He's holding up his leg counting. He doesn't take directions very well, does he? I'd have been like, heel toe, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Turn my ass around and do it again. He definitely is stalling. Justin? Lord Jesus. He didn't say hold your leg up till you count to 9. The cop was just like, do whatever you're telling me you're doing, okay? You just do it, Justin, whatever you're telling me you're doing. If you want to hold your leg up and count to 9, you go ahead and do that, right?
You want me to keep going?
Yep. Yeah. Until I tell you to stop. Yep.
Okay. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000.
All right. That's all good. All right.
By the way, these are like really hard tests.
So the way this device works, you just put your lips over it. And you
Because you were making the fucking test up yourself, ding ding. If he would have heel-toed it and turned around and heel-toed it back, he might have been all right. But Justin, you know, I've never known anybody who has made up their own DWI test. Maybe he's doing the hokey pokey. Hey, we're not showing Justin any hate over here. Okay. He's Justin Timberlake, damn it. Don't make fun of Justin.
Blow into it like you're blowing a balloon. No?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. At this point, based on the observations, you're under arrest for suspicion of driving while intoxicated. That's what I have to do. Just turn around.
Guys, come on, man. Like, I'm just following my friends home. I'm.
All right. Just turn around for me, please.
Which is very interesting because he's following his friends home, is what he's saying. He's following his friends home. So that means that he was following his friends home.
All right, I'll take you right on.
I wonder if Jessica knew who these friends were. I'm just saying. I shouldn't have said that. In my opinion, I would be wondering if I was his wife, who were the friends that he was following home. I'm just saying. You guys would too. You know you would. You'd be like, who were your friends? And the answer will, kind of go along with the lines of, too bad your ass is sitting in jail, or I'll have you out in the morning, honey. First thing in the morning, right?
9-7 headquarters, 132, 192.
At this point,
I know my hair sucks here, but like I usually look at.
So at this point, he's coming with us. Okay?
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, why?
He's being arrested for intoxication.
Stop it.
DWI, yes.
No way.
Yes.
Don't say it.
Yes. He's coming out with us. Okay? So you look like you're okay to drive. Okay? I don't see any. Your eyes look perfectly fine. Your speech is.
She's pretty fucking chipper, isn't she? No, he's not. Listen to that. Listen. That is funny. She's talking to the cops.
Yes, yes.
No, why?
He's being arrested for intoxication.
Stop it.
DWI, yes.
No way.
Yes.
Don't say it.
Yes. He's coming out with us. Okay? So you look like you're okay to drive. Okay? I don't see any. Your eyes look perfectly fine. Your speech isn't slurred.
You're arresting Justin Timberlake right now?
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yes.
Why?
He was driving drunk.
Okay. All right.
You're arresting Justin Timberlake right now? How dare you, law enforcement? But they're telling her that she's okay. Yep, he crying now. That is kind of weird, though, that, okay, moving on.
Take a seat. Right now, he's under arrest
Under arrest?
for driving while intoxicated.
Stop it. Justin Timberlake's under arrest. Can you help me, please? Can we do anything? Can you please stop it? I'll do anything.
No, it is what it is at this point, okay?
So you can't.
I'll do anything. Are you kidding me? What do you mean you can't arrest Justin Timberlake? Well, everyone use that, okay? If you go to get arrested, say, you can't arrest me. You can't arrest me. I am remain calm. Damn it. Right?
Like, put him in jail.
He's going to be held for the night.
I can't take him home.
He's arraigned for the morning.
There has to be a moment of talking.
No. Not anymore.
Please help me.
Not anymore.
Hold on.
Okay?
So
Hold on.
this is the registration of the vehicle. Just make sure it stays with the vehicle, okay?
I have his phone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can you guys please just do me a favor? Because you loved bye, bye, bye. You're
I'm
like
happy.
sexy back.
So I'm
Like, do
happy.
me one favor. Let me ask him if he wants me to give him his phone.
Yeah.
This is
it's-
insane.
So it's not going to be a long thing. I'll let you walk over.
Please.
Okay, so my partner here, I don't know the details, obviously. I wasn't going to stop to. My partner here observed you, some kind of traffic violation, started a traffic stop, believed you have impairment.
That almost doesn't even look like Justin to me. And granted, Now, the woman in the car, I don't know who she was, must be friends. I'm pretty sure the passenger in that car with the woman was a guy. So it wasn't two girls. I think it was a guy and a girl. And let's see. I wonder when he had a concert there. Huh.
Did a series of routine tests on you, right? Just body tests, okay? You performed poorly on those, okay? Based off of his observations, you are intoxicated.
Okay.
So you were under arrest for DWI, okay?
Okay.
Okay, awesome. All we're asking is
And you know what? I'm going to tell you guys something. There's really no sense to, there is really no sense to not just agree with what they're telling you. Nothing you say is going to change what is happening. If you are put in the back of a police car, you're not going to get back out of that police car. So no matter what you say to those officers, they don't give a fuck. Okay? They're still going to take you down. They're going to take a nice little picture of you. And if they can get you to smile, right, while you're taking that picture, you know, sometimes when you're getting booked and you got a big old shitting grin on your face, it doesn't look good. It does not look good in some circumstances, right? Hey, Sandy. Yep, what you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. People hear that all the time. And guess what? They talk and talk and talk and talk.
understand what was just read to you.
Yeah, I hear you.
Perfect.
And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna reread this again. We're gonna go through the rest of it, but at this
No,
at
I
this
got
point,
you. I got you.
At this point, it asks for initials. If you don't want initial, you're not required to. You can't be forced to. And I will read the rest of it. Okay? Will you initial or no?
No.
Okay.
No.
I'll read the rest of it.
Guys, like.
Now,
Justin is being very smart. So, but not taking the test, I mean, you're kind of in a rock and a hard place. If you don't take the test, then even though it's innocent until proven guilty, they're like, you're not taking the test because you got something in your system that you don't want us to know about, right? And for real.
you consent or refuse to the chemical test?
No, I'm not doing the chemical test. Like, guys, I don't mean no harm. Like,
I understand. We believe you to be under the influence of alcohol
okay.
and operating a motor vehicle, right?
Okay, but I don't mean no harm.
I didn't say you did, right? Everyone makes a mistake or two in their life, right? You had too much to drink, you drove the car, right?
Okay.
It's whatever, you know. I'm not here to judge it. We got a job today.
I don't know why he keeps saying he didn't mean any harm. I don't know. That's kind of, I don't know why he's saying that. So he's admitting to them, he just admitted to them that he did have some alcoholic beverages.
You drove the car, right?
Okay.
It's whatever, you know.
That's what they said. Let me,
I'm not here to add too much to drink. You drove the car, right?
Okay.
You had too much to drink and you drove the car, right? He shakes his head, yes. Hey, Linda. So he's admitting to it. You know, he's probably like, look, there's no need to, you know, give blood or however they're doing it. I was drinking and driving. So,
whatever, you know. I'm not here to judge it. We got a job to do.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate your understanding.
By the way, I appreciate that you're doing that.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. What was the traffic violation I missed?
I observed you.
Just so I know for future reference.
I observed you failing to fully stop at the stop sign, and then while you're driving, you failed to keep right on numerous occasions. So you're very.
Wait, start over. Sorry.
So
one more time.
You failed to stop at the stop sign, and then while you're operating the motor vehicle, you failed to keep right on your side of the roadway, and you continuously moved off and veered to the left of the roadway.
Okay. Well, I was just following my friends.
Okay. Yeah, I understand, but we are where we are right now. Okay.
You boys treat me like I'm a criminal.
no, they're not,
I
Justin.
don't want to say that because, I mean, you're being arrested, so for misdemeanor DWI.
So what? That's a messed up thing to say. You boys are treating me like a criminal. So does that mean that you're used to, you know, going into a police station and they're like, oh my God, it's Justin Timberlake. Let me call my wife. Let me, if you'll meet my daughter, I'll let you out of here. Right? And look at, nobody gives a fuck what your hair looks like, Justin.
I don't like to call people names, Mr. Timberlake, but which is the situation that we're in, unfortunately, okay? I'm trying my best to treat you like anybody else, okay? I appreciate your cooperation.
Yeah, man.
A lot of people don't.
How's he, what the fuck? How's he want to be treated? I don't understand that. How does he want to be treated? Justin, you need to come and talk to me. What does that, I don't get it. I think that they've been pretty respectable to you. Things don't ever go this well, Justin. His look is changing, you're right. That's what I said earlier. When he was looking right at the dude, I was like, that doesn't even look like him. Not from back in the day, anyway. Maybe he's meaning, oh, he didn't crash or hurt anybody. He meant no harm. Right. Great way of putting that, Miss Justice. That is why you're Miss Justice. He meant no harm. You don't think it was a week or two ago? No, this is from, gosh, I can't remember when I talked about that he had got pulled over. I don't remember.
Don't cooperate like this. So it goes a long way in my book. I appreciate it.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, happy to answer anything I can.
Is this the normal process?
Yeah, yes, everything is pretty standard. Nothing out of the ordinary. We do this for everyone that gets arrested for DWI. Is there anything specifically about it you are wondering, or just
No. I just wondered, like.
He's probably wondering why he's freaking handcuffed. He's wondering why. I think he feels like a criminal because they've got him handcuffed. And that is what he's questioning. I see now, Justin. He's like, why are you treating me like a criminal? I guess he thinks they're, that they know him and, he's admitted to drinking and driving. And when someone's intoxicated, they can go from being Mr. Nice Guy to, full on fight mode. Ernie Shell is a good example of that. He is. He is. You saw it a week or two ago? Well, ma'am, that is probably when I talked about it then. For sure. I think that he is feeling like he's being treated like a criminal because of the handcuffs being on him, being handcuffed and stuff. So, but like I said, there are people who drink that can go from, you know, being super nice to flipping a switch and going plum ass cray cray. Hey, May May. You fell out of the flipper tree? Well, damn, May May, don't hurt yourself. Yes, this video footage has just been released. The actual DWI happened a few weeks. Yeah, I believe it's been a few weeks. I can't remember exactly when I talked about it. I just remember I talked about it.
Like you really cuff people up and like.
Yeah. I mean, you're in our custody. We have to make sure that people who lock up here don't leave. You know, you can't just leave. You got to process you, everything like that. Your safety, our safety, things like that. It's just standard protocol.
I appreciate you boys for doing your job, man.
I appreciate that you understand that we got to do
Yeah,
our
I
thing.
appreciate you boys for doing your job. I had one martini and I followed my fucking friends home. And I appreciate.
He had one martini. That is a fancy drink, isn't it? I don't think I've ever had a martini. I don't know if I would like a martini. It doesn't sound like something I'd like. What's in a martini? Hold on, I'm going to find out what's in a martini. Isn't it like vermouth or something? Gin. Martinis. Okay, it's vodka. 2.5 ounces of gin or vodka and 1/2 ounce of dried vermouth. I knew the vermouth. I knew that was somewhere in there. In a mixing glass with ice. Stir for 30 seconds until well chilled. Strain into a chilled martini glass and garnish with a lemon twist or olive. Not for me. Couldn't do it. Could not do it.
You boys for doing your job. Yeah.
Just look it over real quick before you sign.
White? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, man.
So you're being held for the night, and then in the morning is the arraignment. So in the morning, usually around 9:30.
Being held all night?
It might not be this one. You might be over at the other one, and they actually have blankets for you.
You guys are wild, man.
And again, like I said, you can make a phone call if you would like. Your attorney and things like that, you're allowed to call right now if you wish, or you can call later.
Yeah, any point you want to make a phone call, let them know.
Yeah.
Right.
You are entitled to have phone calls.
Justin, who you gonna call? Oh, Justin. It'll be all right. That must have been one strong martini. I'm just saying. For sure. Hey, CM. Oh, life is like a box of chocolate. Ghostbusters. Oh, yeah. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters. For sure. For sure, for sure. All right, ladies. Okay, ladies. Oh, there was. Let me get to what I was gonna talk about. Did you guys know Yeah, when he talked about his job, he was like, it's hard to explain. No, Justin, it wasn't hard to explain. I'm a musician and I am on a world tour right now. And I met my friends and I had a drink and I was going to follow them to their house. And y'all pulled me over. Maybe that's why he didn't stop all the way at the stop sign, because he was following his friends. That's what he's saying. I was following my friends. So, yeah, there was a stop sign there, but, you know, they went on through, I went on through. Handsome popos. Heck yeah. Blessing in disguise, yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing, I don't think it's going to hurt him at all. I really don't. I'll be really surprised if this hurts his image at all. Maybe he should make a very, very big donation to Mothers Against Drunk Driving. How about that, Justin Timberlake? Like $1 million. Don't act like you ain't got it. Don't give them nothing under $1 million. Take a couple courses. For sure. That would be very smart if he did that. I think that he should give them a free concert and speak to every one of them. Let them tell him the horror stories of someone life being taken over a drunk driver. And I don't even want to get into the politics stuff of that. I mean, like alcohol, you got happy drunks, you got sad drunks, you got freaking, you know, screaming drunks. Yeah, it's, you know. I was never a big drinker. I think that, you know, even drinking, it was like maybe my, like 20s, high school, maybe. Alcoholism runs in the family. I'm not a big drinker at all. Never did like it. I was not a beer drinker. The only beer I ever liked was when I went to Germany. That was it. That was the only time that I liked beer. For sure. For sure, for sure. All right. Okay, let's get you out of here. Hold on a second. Thanks for popping in. Have a great day. Do you know them, Mustang Granny? Do you know who that is? I thought they were a minor. I got rid of them. Because I went to his about page. And it had the word minor on it. Well, thank you for being polite. That is so sweet. Yeah, I got rid of them. For sure. Don't know him. His about page was kind of strange, so I was like, goodbye. Goodbye. Poor Justin. Poor Justin Timberlake. What can we say? Here's that commercial again, you guys. Let me play this commercial again. Here you go. Anybody else wants it? I will throw the channel name down here in chat again. Fucking wild.
Hey, how's it going? We're in sync.
You know, the group in sync.
No.
We're just going door to door to say thanks.
Yeah, for talking to your kids about drinking. You see, even with all our success, you're still a bigger influence on your kids than we are.
Dad, who was that?
Just some guys, Lance, Joey, something about a sink.
Oh, I had to stop it. Did not want to hear that screaming again, y'all. That is funny. Let me throw this link down in there real quick. Super Bowl Sammy is where this came from. Super Bowl Sammy. Funny. Funny, funny, funny. Pretty wild, wild, wild. I never went to reunions either. No, I haven't. Never been to a reunion. I've talked to people a couple times that I knew when I was younger, but that's about it. For sure. Maybe that's why you drink. Yep. For sure. All right. Anything else? Anything else? Oh, hey, you guys remember Farrah Fawcett's son? Okay, look, you guys. Farrah Fawcett had a son with Ryan O'Neal. And his name is Redmond. And Redmond had really bad addiction problems, gotten into trouble, and actually was sent to prison. He was sent to prison. When she passed away from cancer, I believe she had colon cancer, they allowed him to, I think they allowed him to come to the funeral, but he was in handcuffs. So, oh, May, I did. I'm sorry. I promise we will tomorrow. I promise the whole conversation will be about Summer. I promise. Scouts honor. Girl Scout code. I promise, ma'am. Okay, so she died from colon cancer, and he had to appear in court on March 10th for attempted red rum charges. So he had to appear in court with a 2018 arrest in connection with his 2018 arrest. So he had been in trouble for a long time. His name is Redmond O'Neill. Like I said, son of Ryan O'Neill and Farrah Fawcett. When he went to court, he had, they said, devil horns tattooed on his forehead. Do you guys see devil horns tattooed on his forehead? Or are they talking about what? Okay, maybe I'm not seeing it. Okay, maybe I need new glasses again. He is charged with attempted red rum and robbery in connection with an alleged 2018 crime spree in Los Angeles. Wow. They say he's got devil horn tattoos on his forehead. He's 41 years old now, charged with attempted red rum and assault with a deadly weapon, among several other counts. He allegedly attacked a man with a glass bottle and stabbed another. Initially, the victim thought that the suspect had merely punched him in the back. However, once paramedics arrived, they discovered that the victim had a sustained and serious stab wound to the left side of his body. Damn. In the back? He is accused of robbing a 7-Eleven. The crime spree, authorities say, lasted a week. A week. Wow. He was deemed mentally competent to stand trial. Of course, attorneys entered a plea of not guilty. They state Redmond has been drug-free and a model patient for 5 years now at Patton State Hospital. He has had to overcome so much in his life. We are proud of him, and Farrah would be too. He finally got a proper mental health diagnosis and medication. See, when he had his addiction problems and stuff, Farrah was still alive. It was really sad because she really loved him. She really loved Redmond. That was her only child. They believe his serious drug problems in the past were a result of not having mental health support in his earlier life. Today, he's participating in 12-step recovery, helps outpatients, reads every day, and has found a spiritual life. Many friends and supporters of Redmond who are in contact with him are so proud of his journey to recovery. Wow. Like I said, his father was Ryan O'Neal. Now, Ryan O'Neal passed away in 2023, and Redmond's mother was Farrah Fawcett. She died in 2009. And from my understanding, Ryan O'Neal and Farrah Fawcett's relationship wasn't a easy relationship, I'll say. She had caught him in bed with, a woman, and I mean, it was that relationship was kind of off. Yeah. So Tatum O'Neal would be a half sibling. That's Ryan O'Neal's daughter. For sure. For sure, for sure. All right, how much time we got? Yeah, it's pretty wild. Okay, hold on. Okay. Let's get rid of that. Ooh, Prince Andrew. That guy he's disgusting. I think he is totally disgusting, Prince Andrew. You guys remember the lady who held another woman as like a house slave for 20 years? A mother of 10 held a woman for over 20 years and used her as a house slave. Who the fuck does that? Yeah, I remember that. She's pretty wild. Yeah, she did. What'd she get? Because she just got sentenced. The woman, this is just a crazy fucking story. The victim was rescued by law enforcement in 2021. And she is still struggling to heal. This is Amanda Wixon. They sentenced her to 13 years in prison after being convicted of modern-day slavery offenses. Wixon kept a woman who has learning difficulties captive in her squalid home in England for over 20 years. Why'd she only get 13 years? It would make sense to me to give her 20 years. Give her 20 years. and make sure everybody else uses her and makes her do shit. That's what I say. The 56-year-old, who is the mom of 10, was sentenced following a 13-day trial at Gloucestershire Crown Court. I don't know how to say it. Yeah, Glock. I don't know. May and we can pronounce it better than me. I'm just saying. Let's see. Amanda Wixon forced a woman who had learning difficulties and is now in her mid-40s to do manual labor while routinely assaulting her and depriving her of food and health care for over 20 years. 20 years. Following the 13-day trial, Wixon was convicted on January 21st of 2 counts of forced or compulsory labor, 1 count of false imprisonment, 3 counts of assault, occasioning actually bodily harm. Okay, so you guys understand that, right? 3 counts of assault that occasionally actual bodily harm would occur. By calculation and persistence, you submit the victim to 20 years of domestic servitude accompanied by emotional and physical bullying, said the judge, as he handed Wixon a 13-year jail sentence. He stated, "You effectively crushed her spirit, and it suited you to do so." Hey, that sounds like what JLR did to Magnolia. One of the things. Crushed her spirit. The Wixon would regularly threaten the victim with violence if she did not complete jobs around the house. Between January of 1997 and March of 2021, the victim had cleaning fluid splashed on her face. Trigger warning. She was made to swallow it, basically. She had her hair shaved against her will and survived by eating scraps. And they only gave her 13 years. Over the years of captivity, which she was only able to track by the passing of each Christmas, she was left to live off the crumbs that Wixon provided. She experienced no act of kindness at all. No act of kindness. I can't believe they only gave her 13 years. The woman was made to live in appalling physical and emotional conditions and was subjected to decades of torment, exploitation, and control. She cruelly and persistently held captive this victim. Wow. She used this woman to take care of her and the kids. 10 kids. The victim was around 16 years old when she passed into the care of Wixon. and moved into her family home in 96. She had spent time with Wixon and a child through family connections. Wixon's cruel and inhumane treatment of an extremely vulnerable woman is hard to comprehend, as is her lack of remorse and denial of her crimes. Yeah, if you guys ever have a chance to check out videos of Wixon even speaking, she acts like her shit does not stink. She cut her off from the outside world, exploited her, neglected her. She also carried out horrendous acts that were intended to humiliate and degrade the victim. I wonder how those 10 kids treated her. I wonder how those 10 kids treated her. Yes. This is so sad. So it wasn't until one of Wixon's sons raised concerns about the victim's welfare on March 15, 2021. So one of her sons called a welfare check on this woman. When the victim was taken to the hospital, doctors noted that she had calluses on her ankles and would have been in severe pain from untreated infections over the years. Wow. That's the, man. This woman that is not the victim. That picture is Amanda Wixon. Wow, that's crazy. Hold on, I'll show you the room that she kept her in. See, and this is the thing. Neighbors had seen her around, but then it's like they hadn't seen her for a long time. Earlier on, when she was younger, they remembered seeing her, but then they just didn't see her anymore. Oh, she was taking her money too. She was getting this young woman's checks. She sure was. That's sad. This is so sad. Well, it's a good thing somebody called. Very good thing somebody called. Here we go. Let's see if I can share this with y'all. I don't know. Hold on. I don't think it's going to let me get any better. Hang on. Hang on. We'll see if something shows up. We shall see if something shows up here, y'all. And then I'm getting my butt off here. Oh, wait. I screwed up. Come on now. Do something. Oh, shit. Hold on. I keep clicking on the freaking commercial. I do. I do. Oh well. Oh well, I'm done anyway. I am fried. I will pull that up another time. I was trying to get it to play. Hold on, let's try this. No. Why are y'all fibbing to me about this stuff? Got me going down a freaking rabbit hole. Ugh. All right. My brain is fried. I'm getting off of here. I am. For sure. Nancy Guthrie still hasn't been found. It's like all these cases turn into a shit show. You got shit about the sheriff and, you know, I don't know why, if someone took her against her will, they didn't take the money. What I don't understand why they took her. I mean, yeah, $1 million. You're going to ask for $1 million. And I heard somebody talking about that, about, you know, what kind of did it look like on the inside of the house? Was it in her bedroom? Did it look like she had got up herself from bed, or somebody came in there and took her out of the bed? Right? I just I don't understand it. I don't. I would think in a kidnapping case, they wouldn't want to keep the person longer than they had to, right? I mean, not that I know kidnappers or anything like that. It's just. So. If they didn't know she had a heart condition and, you know, something happened from that and she passed away, at least say where she's at so she can be brought home. I just don't understand it. Because from my understanding, no money has been exchanged from all these people writing notes and stuff. Okay, give me 1 second. Give me a minute. Okay. Man, it's pretty out today. It is, it is. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be my neighbor? Well, I thought the family said that she, had nosebleeds from time to time. But there's no, why? Yeah. Because that's the whole thing about it. They had to have known that it was going to turn into a big deal when they took her. You would think that whoever went in that house knew that she was in there. It was in the middle of the night. And I just don't see people coming to break in just picking that house. So I don't know. I don't know if it was anybody that wanted to hurt Savannah. What did they take other than her? Nothing as far as I know, Poppy. They left all of her stuff there. Her phone and everything was left there. So whatever happened, they didn't let her take anything. And they didn't take it either, right? They didn't take her phone. I think everything was left there. I don't think she had anything with her. No proof she met her. Yeah, they do have proof. I think they got proof, don't they? They had a time when she opened the garage door and she shut the garage door. Somehow they had a time for that. And I don't know. Could somebody have already been in the garage? Remember the guy, sorry, the guy was in that house for like 40 minutes. What did he do in that 40 minutes? I know they filmed that desert law stuff. She Ubered to her daughter's house, right? And then when she came home, I believe her son-in-law drove her home. But she took a Uber to Their house. So I don't know. That's what I mean. That's the times they gave. Well, I just think they need to get her home for sure. For sure. I can't, going back to that woman taking down the Michael's posters and stuff. I truly don't know what's wrong with people. Now, Dawn tearing up Summer's flyers. Dawn's her dad, so we know who he is, right? And whatever fucking reason he did it, it wasn't a good idea. That should never even have happened. I don't care. Two fucking adults fighting ain't got nothing to do with Summer. Y'all stop that. For real. We know who Dawn is. This woman, why the fuck would she be doing that? I don't know why anybody would do that. But like I said, Eve talked about a woman just pulling down Summers like nothing. For no reason. Sandy, do you know what he did to Magnolia Girl? JLR was JLR. Look, if there wasn't a police report and proof, I mean, of course, we'll see what's going on in a court of law with that. I mean, going back and looking at the history of that guy, completely looking at it, reading it, that guy is, I mean, wow. Weeding your yard. I know. Summer's coming quick, isn't it? Oh my gosh. Okay, we got to look at this one. We have to look at this one. You can't make these up. Seriously. You cannot make these up. Stargazing man was asked a chilling question before being SHOT. Now a TV news reporter could face hate crime charges. Ricardo Baron is accused by authorities of shooting 2 men in separate incidences. Damn, Ricardo. A former TV news reporter is accused of shooting at 2 men in separate incidents. He was arrested on charges of assault with a deadly weapon in San Diego. The suspect allegedly asked the 2 men if they were Mexican before firing at them. No fucking way. Are you serious? Credit goes to Facebook. I'm just saying, is this true? I don't know. No way. I guess it could happen. Ricardo Barron was arrested on 2 counts of assault with a deadly weapon. According to police, he was identified as a suspect who allegedly shot 1 man in the arm in October of 2025 and firing at another on February 23rd. While looking at the stars, the victim said he was approached by the suspect. While looking at the stars, okay, during the interaction, the suspect produced a handgun, fired a single round through the driver's side window while the victim was seated in his vehicle. The suspect fled the scene. Victim was not hurt. Okay. So, through the driver's side window. So he was on. Which side did he shoot the window out? Okay, I guess, yeah, okay. Okay, so he was sitting in his vehicle and okay. Let's they also said he was accused of making statements about their race prior to the shooting. Joseph Valentino, the alleged victim in the October incident, was sitting in his car at a scenic overlook when a man with a rifle approached him and asked him if he was Mexican. I raised my hands and asked him not to shoot. He asked me if I was Mexican. I said yes. At that point, I saw him zero in on my head and instinctively turned to the right. I heard the shot. It missed my face and caught my arm. I wonder what is his ethnicity? Okay. Barron, per the outlets, formerly worked for 2 Spanish-language TV stations in San Diego. What? His wife said they've arrested the wrong person. I mean, Ricardo's wife is saying it ain't him. They got the wrong guy. I guess he's going to have to prove where he was on those days. But why would he do that? What is his ethnicity? I don't know. Freaking crazy people. Messed up people, messed up minds. Oh my God. Hey, Cher's son got married. Not Voices Behind the Wall Cher. The Cher. Chaz Bono got married. Okay, I'm over it. I am. Well, Justin Timberlake, we're praying for you. You do what you think is right. But don't forget that my suggestion is 1 million or more. Get all your rich friends. And you raise $5 million for Mothers Against Drunk Drivers. You know you can do it. Yeah, Chaz, Poppy. Oh, no, that's her son. We've talked about him, Poppy. What is his name? What is Cher's son name? Because remember I talked about I think his wife or something was trying to take Cher to court. That's a weird case. I mean, crazy. Oh my God, I don't know. Yeah, she's getting up there. She sure is. Oh no, I didn't see that. I love Celine Dion. Elijah Blue or something like that, right, Poppy? That was a pretty, yeah, Elijah Blue Almond. And then she had Chaz. I'll tell you, Cher is a young-looking woman. Oh, I have a sad story I'm going to share with you. And then I am getting off here. I've rambled on for another 15 minutes. I have. So there was a teacher's remains that was found in an elementary school before the class started. They think she was there for days. Officials believe the teacher died over the weekend before she was found on Monday morning, March 9th. How sad is that? A 75-year-old math interventionist was found unalive inside a Baltimore elementary school. She had passed over the weekend. She was beloved by both students and staff. Well, Monday morning, a 75-year-old math interventionist was found unalive inside Arundel Elementary School, where she worked for 7 years in Baltimore. They sent the kids home. No signs of foul play or trauma. Oh, bless her heart. Tolson had worked at Baltimore City Public Schools for 23 years. had worked at Arundel Elementary School for 7 years. Wow. That's sad. Our hearts and thoughts remain with Miss Tolson's family and friends, as well as the entire school community. Bless her heart. That is, wow. That's sad. Rest in peace, ma'am. For sure. May, I've got Summer on my list for tomorrow. Any particular thing, May, that you want to talk about? Which direction should we go? I mean, honestly, I've always said, you know, I can't say if either parent is guilty or innocent. I know that I do see one being more guilty of some things than the other, but I think that they are both guilty of, you know, maybe not red rumming her or physically. I don't know. But I think guilty knowledge all the way around. And we'll get into it more tomorrow, but everybody knows my opinion on, you know, getting the boys. If that boy said that he would love to do a gaming channel, there's nothing wrong with someone maybe monetizing that to start with for him, or, you know, getting what he needs to get started with all that stuff. But I just find it would be very sad if someone thought it'd be okay to put him on a YouTube channel and question him. That's just my opinion, though. For sure. Yeah, very dysfunctional Hill. Very dysfunctional Hill. Both, I mean, we're looking at parents who both of their lives are, you know, from what we know, you know, dysfunctionality on both sides. For sure. But, you know, it may take a long time to really find out what could have happened. I hope not. I hope not. And I hope like hell they say where Michael's at. Say where he's at so they can go get him and bring him home. Because out of them 4 people, somebody knows. Somebody knows. I don't want to forget that case. I think it's Genesis. Little Genesis, they were going to start looking in the trash dump for her. Genesis Reed. Remember, I just talked about her, you guys. Little Genesis Reed. I'm going to talk about her too. We'll talk about Genesis again too. She's the one where, if you guys remember, we talked about the mother who claimed that her 2-year-old daughter, Genesis, basically went out the apartment door at like 3 a.m., something like that. And that is not what happened. They are going to start looking in the dump, basically. It kind of reminds me of the Quentin Simon case. They had video of Leilani. Oh shit! Scare me. Hang on. Okay. But what I was saying was, Leilani Simon, they had video of her around the dumpster, right? And that's how they, you know, they knew they had to go look at the, sanitation department, the landfill. They have her throwing away like a suitcase, like a little suitcase on wheels type of thing. So now they're having to go look in the landfill for little Genesis. I'll do an update on her. Sad. Very sad. I think they did Genesis. I believe the family had came and got her around Christmas time. And that's when they believed that she was last seen alive. So now they have to find out what happened to her. But they hadn't seen her for several weeks, so I wonder why she turned it in then. Neighbors probably asking too many questions. Adrian Reed was arrested and charged with felony false reporting law enforcement. And I believe that might have changed. The surveillance footage shows Adrian Reed disposing of a mattress later walking toward a dumpster with a rolling duffel bag around 11:30 p.m. On March 9th, 2026, Adrienne Reed was charged with capital murder and abuse of a corpse. And March 9th to 10th is when the long-term search operation began at the Coffee County landfill. They expect the search to last 10 weeks or more. 10 weeks or more. You know, they looked for Quentin for a long time, you guys. They did. I remember, I'll never forget that trial. I think that's really the only trial I've done. And it was so sad. I remember I cried. I did cry. I sat through that whole trial and listened to and watch Leilani's facial. I mean, it was just a lot. But they talked about finding pieces of him in the landfill. She never did say why she did it, did she? Yep. Okay, we'll keep up on that. We will. Promise, promise. All right. May wants to talk about summer tomorrow. Yeah, I'll talk about summer tomorrow. Whatever you want to talk about. Really. Whatever you want to talk about. Yeah, Michael, that's sad too. That is so sad. So sad. It is heartbreaking to hear. I remember with Leilani, Billy Joe, she was so emotional. Her mom was so emotional. And I think Billy Joe ended up going to jail for something too. I can't remember what it was though. For sure. And let me tell you guys, Brandy is a very strong woman. Very strong woman. And I know how we all feel, but she is just very strong. It just upsets me, and here I am droning on again. But it just, it just upsets me that the games that Dawn and Candace have played. The games that they played. And then you got Tim Mullins, who is so freaking weird that he says, oh, yeah, Don just about say anything when he's drinking. It's his sense of humor coming out. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, Tim Mullins? What is wrong with you? Then Candace is saying Tim's been in the mental hospital a couple times. It's like, elaborate on that shit. Why was he in there? For real. I mean, why didn't Betty and JLR and them ask Tim's mom when they went knocking on his mommy's door? Ma'am, hey, Tim was supposed to meet us, Right, okay. I don't know if Tim ever said he was going to meet him or not. Have not a clue. For sure. But no. And let me tell you guys, I can honestly, this is the thing. I can honestly, truly say that I can absolutely see where people are looking at Don Wells. They are. And, he's not a good fucking dude. From what I see, anyway. But they are, I mean, that narrative has been being pushed. But then you have to question, is it because people are pissed off at each other? Or is that because that Don Wells has done something, you're a witness to it, or Candace told you, or however that goes, to something that he needs to be in jail over? We can have as many funnies as you want. You sure can. And we will be talking about Michael Vaughn again. I like to put the kids in a certain category, and we kind of was talking about all kinds of stuff today. Try to catch everybody up with what's going on. But yeah, I'm kind of, Brandy, make sure you tag me again when they catch that woman. I might have missed it if they already caught her. I may have to watch Purple's whole live. I didn't get a chance to. I'm sorry. Hey, you guys, on my community post that I never post on, there's a whole list of organizations for the care packages for our soldiers. Please go check it out. And yes, I copy and pasted it because there was so much information. I was like, nice. I just copied it and pasted it just so you guys can see it. Things like deodorant, toothbrushes, toothpaste, probably socks. Some, probably a lot of candy. Yeah, you'll see what all that you can send. Because they are fighting as we speak. And I don't like to get real political over here. So I'm just going to say that I pray for safety for our troops. I mean, for real. People, when you're on social media and you're, specifically watching a, small group of people, some of the things going on out in the, further out in the galaxy, it just doesn't come to your attention a lot. Now, I go around the YouTube galaxy, but, I don't spend a whole lot of time in it. I go further out into the galaxy. I expand my horizons. I'm interested in everything. If I have a question about something, I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna find out the answer. So yes, you guys, we'll talk about summer tomorrow. Hey, H. Davis, how are you? And so let's see, tomorrow, what's the date tomorrow? 23rd. Okay. All righty. I thought you were going to say something funny, Wee. Or did you want to make a funny? Oh, you want me to do something funny? I'll do something funny for you. Let me find a clip. Let me find a funny clip. I know I got one somewhere. I do. All right. Hang on. Oh, I got Ernie saying something about balls to the wall. I know you guys want to hear that. Here, Ernie. Let's all pray for Ernie Shell, who's in jail hell. Go ahead, Ern. This is from a channel called Truth Prevails. Truth Prevails. I clipped him. I clipped him.
That one thing. You messed up. You messed up. Balls to the wall.
I say he's talking to himself. That's what the figure in the mirror was saying to him, you guys. That's what it was, Ernie.
That one thing. You messed up. You messed up. Balls to the wall.
That's so funny. That is so funny. I can't help it. I thought it was funny. Yep. Yep, Ernie. All right. I'm getting off here. I appreciate you guys hanging out. I do, but I'm getting my ass off here. I've been on here 2.5 hours. 2.5 freaking hours. But I did a lot today, so now I'm just going to chill for a while. Chill out for a while. But be you, do you. Go wherever you want. Do whatever you want. Ernie looks like the perp in the mask in the Guthrie case. Yes, he's got an alibi. He's in jail. Lord have mercy. Now you sound like Lisa. Lisa Case had something to say, said something like that before. For sure, for sure. Well, I'm sending out a lot of prayers for sure. For sure, for sure. Because, you know, whether people believe it or not, a lot of wicked, evil shit is coming to light. And, I mean, it's not good. And it's been going on forever. These people are just now getting called out. Just now getting called out. So, I don't know. Yeah, Ernie does have pretty eyes. Why do you think all them women love him? They think he's a looker. For sure. All right, I am getting my ass off here. Bye, you guys. Have a good one. See you tomorrow. And yes, like I said, May, we'll talk about summer tomorrow. And we'll just talk about all of it, okay? I mean, we'll just sit on the porch and we'll all just have a conversation. So it doesn't necessarily have to be. I'm not pushing a narrative. I can tell you that right now. I know what I feel, but I know a lot of people feel differently than I feel. And I'm absolutely okay with that. For sure. Bye, guys. Bye. Bye. Peace out, guys.